It is March 12th, 2024. It's 6:46 a.m. It's a.m. I'm just making coffee right now. Yeah, so today, like I mentioned yesterday, it's my day off today. I'm just gonna go downtown, spend time with family, with my dad, and just spend the day with him. I did it during the week because it's March break as well too. There's a good chance I'm gonna be seeing my nieces and nephews as well, so that's gonna be fun. And yeah, we're just gonna go not relax, but we're just gonna go walk around and have lunch. And I'm not planning to stay too long this day downtown. I'll be coming home around dinner time, just to avoid the traffic part, because it's March break. March break, usually people go away because of the tariff and the unofficial boycott of the United States from Canadians like us, like me. We are limiting our travel to the U.S. So yeah, you can actually see it. The city is actually pretty busy. Even customs lineup is actually no delays, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, no, I'm planning to go to the U.S. if it's absolutely necessary, like work related or a family emergency. But beyond that, I'm not planning to go down the next 4 years. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, no, the day's gonna be supposed to be cold today. It's 0 degrees, the temperature. Sorry, I'm just making coffee. And yesterday and 2 days ago, it was been very beautiful. Today's 0. Tomorrow's going back up to like 8 degrees and go. I think by Friday it'll be 13 degrees. So it's kind of the day that I decide to take a day off is the day that gets cold. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah. So my plan is to do some entries throughout the day if I can. But yeah, no, it's been a very interesting morning so far. The wife had to leave early because she had to go meet up with her crew because they're drilling today. If you're just wondering why she's drilling, she's actually an environmental technician, so she goes to site and drill and do samples. So she left very early this morning. So in turn, I have to wake up early and make sure that my fur babies, Marco and Lily, gets fed, because if they see us moving around at this time, they kind of like, okay, you guys are moving around, so time for you guys to have your time for our breakfast. So yeah, so that's what's happening. That's why we started our day early. Typically, I don't start until 7. Start walking around 7 o'clock. But yeah, no, I was saying that the weather has been very warm except today. Today's gonna be cooler, so it's gonna be. I was hoping to wear a lighter jacket, but back to the winter jacket for me. Yeah. Yeah, last night was kind of weird. Not weird in the sense that because of the time change, the daylight savings time, we wind our watch forward, our clock forward. Typically, if it's 8 o'clock, it's only 7 o'clock, but our body felt the time changed really fast. Well, for me, it did, because as soon as 8:30, 9 o'clock hit, my body just like time for bed. So it's kind of, my body got tired really fast for the past few days. So I think working in a hectic pace for the past few days actually helped my body sort of like adjust itself in the new time zone. So yeah, well, I'm just gonna do coffee and head out because I need to get gas, because I forgot to get gas. And we'll chat later. It is 5:11 p.m. and I'm actually heading back from downtown, spending time with family, and because of March break, it's just nice to see my nieces and nephews again. So yeah, no, I'm heading back now. Theoretically, it's supposed to take me about 45 minutes to get home on a somewhat good day, but sorry, let me phrase this. It normally takes me about an hour to an hour and a half to get home from downtown Toronto to where I live on a busy day, rush hour busy day. But because of March break, I should be home theoretically around 45 minutes ish. But it really depends how busy the street is, because Toronto is kind of weird though, because when you're going home on a rush hour during a normal week, an hour to an hour and a half is normal. Before construction, during construction, because they're renovating, they're fixing up the Gardner Expressway. This is one of the main arteries leaving Toronto. That sometimes goes up to 2 hours. So typically I leave around, if I have meetings downtown during the week, I try to schedule them to end roughly around 3 o'clock so I can get home early and avoid the rush hour from the people literally finishing work around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So that gives me about an hour and a half to get home. Because it's March break, that's completely different now. If it's March break, theoretically I should be home around an hour and a half. But because of the people are not going away on March break, if they do, they go somewhere else. But the city's actually kind of busy in a way that there's a lot of it's a mixed match of busy but not really busy. Not busy that people are taking a week off, but people who took a week off who lives in the city, they go away, let's say they go out of town or out of province or out of the country for March break, they leave. But if they're staying in town or they're using Toronto as a tourist part, then it's sort of like people are leaving but people are coming in, so it's sort of like it evens out, right? But so far at 5:14 p.m. in downtown core, it's pretty light. So I'm pretty, I don't want to say impressed, but it's pretty good. But I'm still aiming for about an hour and a half to get home, hour and a half to 2 hours to get home. But we'll see. We'll see if that's going to be a thing going home. But so far it looks pretty good. This afternoon was pretty good. It was just my cousin came into town from out of town for her weekend. Her weekend's actually today and tomorrow, so she's heading back to LA tomorrow afternoon. So it's nice to see her. My brother and his kids, my brother and my sister-in-law, their kids came over to my dad's place and hang out for a bit. So we ended up doing that. We ended up going for lunch, and all you can eat a Japanese barbecue place. It's pretty cool. It was good. It was good food. Yeah, we were there for 2 hours the max. I think we've been there a little longer. I felt longer because it just didn't feel like it's. It wasn't. They weren't rushing us because it was not. It was not. It was not busy when we got there, because typically at that time around noon, it gets very busy. But this time is not. So, but by the time we left, it got really busy. So they were rushing us out because they needed tables. So, because originally we were supposed to have our reservation at 1:30, but we got hungry, so we decided to go in early. We called to find out if we can get in early. So we did, and they let us in early. So that was really nice of them. When my cousin came in from LA, she brought some Filipino desserts. It was nice. We ended up ordering Kawartha ice cream, very good ice cream, vanilla. So we mixed that with the dessert, and it was delicious. And we also got empanadas. This is the first time I'm actually trying this empanadas from Empanada House, I think it's called. It wasn't my favorite. It was definitely not my favorite. It was the steak empanadas, or the beef empanadas, was too sweet. I don't know what they did to it, but it was still too sweet for my liking. I felt like I was eating something that's it shouldn't be that sweet. You know what I mean? So it was not good. But overall, it was nice just to hang out with family. Unfortunately, the wifey couldn't make it because She had a couple of prior appointments that she couldn't get away, so that's fine. But yeah, so I've been messaging her. We ended up watching Great Canadian Bake Off, actually, because we were in the middle of watching it. So we ended up watching that because they haven't seen it before. So that was pretty good. Yeah. So sit reps in traffic, it's pretty light. Knock on wood, it's pretty light. I'm very happy with this. But we'll see if we got into Gardner.